Hey Polish Freaks, welcome back for another review. I have a summer review. We're getting into all the summer collections. I'm pretty much done with all the spring except for the SE shears, which I'll be working on next week, as well as the OPI collection. So that's what's coming next week. But today I'm going to be talking about the Morgan Taylor Up in the Air 2024 summer collection. These are bright and vibrant colors, which I kind of love and expect for summer. So this is the first vibrant collection that I've reviewed for summer. I've only actually reviewed the SE summer collection, and that one was more of a warm sunset type collection, which I actually liked more than I thought I would. And then this one's more of a typical bright summer collection, which I really like too. There's a few really fantastic polishes in here. So this was sent to me by Beyond Polish, and the collection's available there. You can use my code GOLARI10 for that discount, and that's also an affiliate link. And I appreciate those of you that do shop off my link. It just helps me out so much. It just makes it worth my time to do these videos for you guys. So hopefully if you're finding colors you like on here, you're shopping off that link. It's just super helpful. So you can get these in the regular lacquer, which is through the Morgan Taylor line, or you can get them in the gel through the Gelish line. So same collection, same colors, two different lines. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that, and both of them are available there at Beyond Polish. Okay, so there's only one polish that has shimmer in it, and the rest are all creams, which makes me super happy. Although I have been liking shimmers a little bit more. So on my nails I have the blue from the collection, and we'll talk about that pretty soon. On my lips I am wearing the Dior Lip Glow in Lilac, I believe. I just can't get enough of this shade. I don't think this shade is available anymore, but I do still link it. They do have a light pink that I feel like is pretty similar to this, but these are amazing and I love them. I'll also link any jewelry or clothes if they're available. I believe I got this at Target. It's just a nice plain striped tee, and okay, let's get into it. First up is Don't Bring Me Down, and it's this nude shade. It's actually a really brown leaning nude. It's a little bit darker, and it also has this shimmer in it. So the shimmer is kind of golden and pink to purple iridescent shimmer in there. The formula on this one is a little bit thick, and so that shimmer doesn't completely shine through, but it is there in the sunlight. You can see just a little bit of underlying shimmer. Just because the polish is so opaque, it's just not as visible, but it builds up really nicely, and I actually like this one quite a bit. It is kind of close to my skin tone, so I probably won't reach for it. And honestly, in the summer I don't really wear nudes. I like bright fun colors in the summer. I actually don't wear nudes very often at all, actually. The only nudes I like are sheer nudes that are more light pink, and so I probably won't wear this one, to be honest with you, but I do think it's a pretty color, and I do think if you had darker skin, this is just gonna look so fantastic on you. So if you do, take advantage of that. Okay, so like I said, the formula is really good on this. It's gonna apply really nice in 2 coats, and I didn't really do any comparisons. Well, I did one comparison of another Morgan Taylor that I felt like was the closest that I had in my collection, just so you can see what kind of tone it is in case you have this other Morgan Taylor polish, and that one is I Speak Chic that you can see here. It's a little more peachy, as you can see. It's not as brown. So I do feel like this polish, Don't Bring Me Down, is quite unique, just for the fact that it has that shimmer in it, but it's probably going to be pretty similar to a nude shade out there that's just plain. So it's a little bit different with that shimmer. So I do like that about it. Then we have Up and Amaze, and I love shades like this. There's quite a few of them, but this is a nice, soft, kind of muted pink, a little bit grayed out. So it's like a pinky gray shade, and maybe just a hint of purple. So it's a little bit cooler toned, and I love colors like this. I don't know that this is super unique. I'll show that when I talk about the comparisons in a minute. It's got a really fantastic formula. It's going to build up really nicely in 2 coats. It actually has a thicker formula too, but it was pretty easy to work with, even though it was kind of thick. Man, when they're thick like that, they're just nice and opaque. So let's look at those comparisons that I have. I have 2 sets for you. So I have OPI Movie Buff. You can see that one's a little bit lighter, and then I compared it to You've Got Me Faded. That one's closest, but a little more purple. And then we have Easy Freezy, which is only available in some countries in Europe, and that one's lighter and a little more purple. I just thought you might want to see that. And then my second set, I have all OPIs, and is closest to Hollywood and Vibe, but it's not as dark, and the formula is a little more crelly for that one. So this one's definitely more thick and opaque. I'm Down for Anything is more purple, and Getting Naughty on My Honeymoon is slightly more pink, but it's lighter as well. So I couldn't quite pin down anything that was exact. I might be missing something. I don't know. What I'm saying is I don't think this is super unique. And if you're loving Morgan Taylor, and trying to build up your line for them, this would be a good one to add. But I feel like between OPI and Essie, we have quite a few shades like this, so you might not need this one, but it is a beautiful color and I love to wear these. I do tend to wear these kind of shades more in early spring or as we're transitioning from summer to fall. So that's when I typically wear shades like this. Right now, I'm kind of ready for those bright, fresh colors for summer. We sure have been getting a lot of green polishes this year, and they're all very similar to each other. This one's flying out loud. It's, like I said, this limey green, not quite as pukey leaning. I don't know how else to describe that other than that way. It's not quite as pukey as some of those other greens that we have, and you'll see that in the comparison. But this one does have a really nice formula. It builds up really nice in 2 coats. Even though it has quite a bit of yellow in it, it does lean more lime green. I don't know. I like the brighter greens like this that aren't quite as muted or pukey. Give me another term for that. Muddy. Okay, I want to say muddy. Muddy kind of makes more sense. Swampy, muddy, we'll go with that. I don't know, I just like mine to look a little more clean and fresh for summer. And so I don't really reach for these. Yeah, I probably won't wear this one. I know some of you might, and maybe it's trendy. I don't know. Everyone's given us all these greens, so maybe they are trendy. But let's look at the comparisons that I have so you can see just how close that it is. I compared it to a Piece of Work, and that one's a little more pukey, or let's say muddy, as you can see here. And then OPI Infinite Shine Get in Lime is very close, if not exact. And those are both bright, and I think that's why I like them a little bit better, because they're a little bit brighter. Even though I like them, I probably won't reach for them or wear them. I like more kind of neon lime ones if I'm going to wear a green like that. And then we have Essie Imagine That, and that one's newer from the new Imagine That collection that I've already reviewed just a few weeks ago, and that one's more yellow, but it still is also kind of muddy. There you go. Hopefully that's helpful. I do think I like the Infinite Shine one the best out of all of these, although this one's really close to it, but I think it's just maybe the formula that I like a little bit better. That Infinite Shine formula is really, really good. I'm really liking it. That's that one. Soaring Above It All is this blue, and that's what I'm wearing on my nails today. It's kind of weird for me to have blue on, actually. I don't wear blue too often, and sometimes I look down and I'm like, oh, I'm wearing blue. But I just recorded a video outside in my garden because I have a gardening channel, and it was really pretty when I was filming. I was like, oh, I really do like that blue. I should wear it more. And this one's a fun one. Did I say it's called Soaring Above It All? I think I did. But it is a little cool leaning, but it's not so cool that it's more periwinkle. So it's a really, really beautiful blue color, and it does have a brightness to it, which I really like and expect for summer, and the formula is really beautiful on this one too. It goes on very nicely in 1 to 2 coats. I did 2 for my picture swatch, and I think I might have only done 1 for my live swatch. Let's look at the comparisons though, because there's quite a few blues like this, and I can't remember if one's exactly the same, so we're going to review it together. I have OPI Dreams Need Clarification, and that one's lighter. OPI Can't Control Me is lighter, and that one has shimmer in it. And then OPI Charge It to Their Room is the closest, but it is a little bit more purple. Then we have Essie Flare for Fun, and that one's muted and more of a gray blue. OPI Rich Girls and Po Boys, I always say that wrong, is very, very close. I love that shade. It's a little bit richer, and so I like it maybe a little bit more. Maybe it's just because I like it because it's a classic that I fell in love with a long time ago. I haven't worn it in quite a while though. But both of these are really great actually. And then Olive and June Blue Canoe is more purple. There was also quite a few colors that were more periwinkle that you might want to see compared to it, but I didn't pull out like You're Such a Budapest and polishes like that because they're definitely more purple leaning, and I just pulled in the ones that I have in my collection that are the closest. So hopefully that's helpful there in letting you decide if you want to pick this one up. But I do think it's a beautiful, beautiful, fun summer shade. These next 2, they're so good. This has got some altitude, and I did a little teaser of this polish on my Instagram page, and a lot of you guys were really loving it. I'm really into these warm pinks this year. I've talked about this before. This one is just so beautiful. The formula is perfect. Perfect, perfect formula, I would say. And that's one of the reasons out of the many that I love this is because it went on so nicely. I had hardly any cleanup because the polish just went where I told it to go, and it just was so nice. And this does build up nicely in 2 coats. Do you need this one? How close is this to other polishes that I've talked about? Let's look at that. So I compared it to OPI Infinite Shine on Another Level, and that's new from their Spring Infinite Shine collection that came out that I have a review of. That was a really great collection, by the way. And that's very, very close. Very close. And you guys loved that one too, and I talked about it, and I love that one too. I feel like On Another Level is just a little cooler. And then I pulled out OPI Nature Strong Big Bloom Energy, and that one's more coral. And then I pulled out Olive and Jane Hot Strawberry, and that one's very close, but the formula on that one is quite a bit crelly, so it's a little bit different than this. But I thought those were good comparisons, and I wanted to pull out some different ones that I had in my comparison for the OPI Infinite Shine polish On Another Level. But if you want to see the comparisons that I compared to that one, because it's so close to this one, you can check out my review for that. But I feel like this and On Another Level are pretty close. This is just slightly warmer. So they're both great. I'll let you decide which one you want to get. If you already picked up the Infinite Shine one, then maybe you don't need this one, but this one's really great too. I like them both, and I was super excited about them both. And so yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Perfect formula, perfect color, perfect for summer. I have to say too, before I say how much I love this one, is that I love all the names. They're all about the sky and soaring, and so I think it's so fun. So anyway, I love this polish. You guys know I love these cool toned, bright, purpley pinks. And this one's so good, you guys. This one's so good. So is this one. I love them both. This one is so bright, you guys. The brightness is so great, and the formula is so great too. It does dry down a little bit matte. I always do a nice top coat though. I always use Glisten and Glow. Well, like 98% of the time I use Glisten and Glow. Best top coat ever, but this is beautiful, you guys. Two lovely coats and perfect for summer, and I will absolutely be wearing this in the summer. Oh, so cute with like a black swimsuit or a white swimsuit. Anything really. Cannot wait. And how fun would this be on the toes? Any of these would be cute on the toes actually. I'm ready to go get my toenails done again and get a brighter color for summer. That's always my favorite time for toes. Let's look at how it compares. I know the first thing you're gonna think is, how does it compare to Lari's favorite polish? I can say that right now, Kaleidoscope Eyes. So let's see, let's look at it. So Kaleidoscope Eyes is quite a bit lighter. Love that shade, still love it, and it's more pink. Will this top that one? I don't know, we'll see. I'll have to wear it a few times this summer. I don't know what it is about Kaleidoscope Eyes, but I just absolutely love it still. And then OPI Nature Strong and Flowered is more pink. That was the only other one that from OPI that I could think of that was brighter, but I knew it was more pink, but I just wanted to show it to you guys. And then I thought about the China Glaze Sugar Junkie polish from last year, and that one's a very bright pink too, but it's not as purple. There just wasn't anything as purple as this one. And then I compared it to Morgan Taylor Tickle My Keys, and that's a true bright pink. I just wanted you to see that because I thought I might be asked. And then OPI Positive Vibes Only was an OPI polish that I thought of that was really bright and vibrant, but I knew that one was going to be more purple. And then Morgan Taylor Very Very Clean is also more purple. That one's from a recent collection as well. I even looked in my D&D stash that has all really bright polishes, and they didn't have anything like this that I had, but I have a feeling they might have something kind of close to this because they have a lot of really nice bright polishes, and that's a good brand for bright polishes. So if you're looking for some more, D&D is definitely the way to go. I do have a code for D&D. I'm going to put it on the screen here because I haven't talked about it for a while, and I need to do more reviews of them. They keep asking me if I want more polish, and I keep saying yes, but then nothing really happens. So I think I'm gonna reach out to them again very soon and ask them if they're gonna send me stuff, because I'd love to do more reviews of them. I think I only have one video where I talk about my top 10 D&D polishes, but I couldn't find anything in my collection that was close to this one. So I feel like this one's quite unique, and it is a stunner. If you like Kaleidoscope Eyes and you're happy about that one, even though this one's kind of different, pick this one up because it's kind of the same vibe, just a little brighter and more vibrant and pretty much neon and perfect. Let me check my Cirque color stash. Hang on. I'm glad I just thought about that because this polish popped into my head right when I was saying neon. They have the best neons. I love getting their Vice collections every year, and I'm going to get theirs this year as well. I need to check and see if it's available because it sells out pretty fast, but Beyond Polish usually carries them too. But this one's pretty close actually. So this is Socialite, which is one of my favorite polishes. It is just slightly pinker. So this is a little bit more purple. So they're slightly different. I feel like this is a little bit more, let's look. I feel like it's a little more bright. Yeah, it's a little more neon. But these are both great. So if you wanted Socialite from the Vice collection and you didn't get it, this is a good one to get because I feel like it's very close. They're slightly different, but same idea. Man, so good. Yeah, this one's a touch more purple. So I'm glad I thought about that one. because I'm sure some of you would have asked about that. Love this one. So we're gonna pick my favorites, and of course I'm just gonna pick these two. These are my my favorite ones. I love pink this time of year, you guys, though. I love it. I like this one and the Infinite Shine one. They're both great. You can't go wrong with either one. So you can choose which one you want to get. I do like the wide brush on this. That's really nice. And the formula is really great. But the formula is really great on the other one too. And then the Morgan Taylor, this one that I just talked about, got carried away. Both great pinks. The blue is great too, but I feel like I have so many blues and I don't wear them very often, but it is a really nice one too. So anyway, let me know down below which ones were your favorites. Thanks so much for joining me for another summer review. Next week, like I said, I'll have more summer collections because they're starting to come in now, which is so exciting. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost at the end of the school year. It's always crazy this time of year, and I'm just ready to not think about school or making sure my kids are turning their assignments in. We're just gonna breathe. Anyway, we will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and we will see you later. Bye.